Okay, just taking on Plymouth Parkway here. Lost 2-1, but what were your immediate thoughts on the game?
Good question, really. I think, to be honest, it was a game of two halves, really. In the first half, we didn't believe that we could probably match them. They come in with a big reputation and some excellent footballers. And it took probably until sort of 60 minutes until we started realising, actually, we can give this a good go. And when we did that, I think the whole game sort of spun on its head, really. They had one or two chances second half, but on another day we're probably not only nicking the equaliser, but we're possibly going on and winning it. But it's football, and they've set a new programme notes, they've set the benchmark, and that's what we'll be aiming to sort of emulate next year. And guys like this fella next to me, if we attract quality footballers like Mattie and like the guys that have sort of played really well for us this year, then we're not going to be too far away,
Yeah, obviously it's not the result you wanted, but you must take pride in that you pushed the leaders all the way today.
Yeah, I think that no one's going to come down here anymore, and when I joined with Westy, I said what we can't have is sort of almost, and it is sometimes a bit patronising, that we're nice little Falmouth and the Cornish boys and all the rest of it, whereas now people do know they're going to come down and they're going to have a battle, and Lee said as much after the game to me then that he was impressed with what we've got, but we're just going to press on. I said it's not a disaster if we go and can do the business on Tuesday night, so it's not the end of the world, and we'll learn from it and regroup and go again,
Yeah, Matt, you came on just before half-time to make a debut. What were your thoughts on your time on the pitch?
I think you always know what you're going to get with these Plymouth teams. They come down with a big reputation, and I think it's a bit old-fashioned term. They aim to bully off the park. And I think one aim for us was to make sure we weren't bullied out there, and we made let our football do the talking instead of letting them bully us off the ball. But I think as the game got on, we got our foot in the game a bit more and played a bit and expressed ourselves a bit more. But I think it was just more a case of a little bit of edge on us with the players they got and the quality they got, and also the depth in their squad.
You went behind early on, but Olly Walker with an excellent run for the equaliser. I think on his impact today and the goal.
For sure, Ollie can do that to anyone, sort of always in his ear and sort of getting him to really get in the positions and utilise his assets, which are absolutely blistering pace. And as I said, no one can live with him. And as I said, on another day, do you know what I mean? We're getting something out of the game, and this is a different conversation. But yeah, with players like Ollie, Mattie, Jordan coming back in, Marcelo, Buchan, the names are just sort of endless. With if we can keep them all together, then we are not going to be too far away, and Ollie is a big part of that,
Yeah, we got unlucky to concede right on half time, and then second half was quite even affair, with the last few minutes getting really sort of frantic, with you guys having a lot of good chances, but ultimately just didn't manage to get one in today.
I think it's just one of those ones, you need that a little bit of luck in the final third, and we were creating, but the luck just wasn't there for us. We're winning the flick-ons, getting the ball groggy, put some superb balls in, just that final edge, just put it away, and final bit of luck.
Obviously Parkway as a whole have only lost once in the league all season, so to take them this close must still fill you with some pride today.
Yeah, for sure, but we're not, like I said to you a minute ago, we're not here to be patronised and make up the numbers. We are here to win games of football, and I don't really care who comes down here. I expect this group of players to win, and as I said, when you are top of the league, and like I said to the lads there, intimidation of officials and sort of getting the decisions, it's always going to happen, when you have got weak officials. But like I say, we'll regroup, and I said to the lads, next year, I said, if we're pushing on and we're top of the league, we'll get the rub of the green, and as I said, referees might give us one or two more decisions, but until then, we're just going to keep grafting away and go on to Tuesday and see if we can win the game.
Another word for you, Matt. Having just signed and made your debut now, what are your hopes for your time here at the club?
I think it's just a case of more of the same, really. I see a lot of good football being played at Falmouth, and it's been on my mind for a while now, and they do play very nice football, and like I said, just more of the same. So they play well, they play nice football, they move it well, and that's all I'm really after, really, and to enjoy my football. That's it.